Makeup subscription boxes. I feel like it's one of those things where you either love to enjoy that surprise every month, you like getting a lot of cosmetic products for a less expensive price, or you're somebody that doesn't like slot machines. You're somebody that doesn't like to spend your money not knowing whether you're going to get stuff you actually use or not. So this month, we are going to dig deep into the April BoxyCharm box. I'm going to give you my full review on almost all of the products inside, and we'll be talking about the May box of what we are going to be reviewing in June. So if that sounds good to you, hang tight. We're getting into it right now. If you are not familiar with BoxyCharm, it is a $21 a month subscription service. You get makeup and skincare items. It's always over $100 in retail value of products. But like I mentioned in the intro, it's really whether it's worth that $21 to you. So we're going to be talking about whether it's worth it to me or not. This is always sent to me for review from BoxyCharm. I am obligated to review it, but I am not being paid for this video. Some months are hits, some are misses. BoxyCharm loves me no matter what I say, as long as I am fair and honest, and that is why I have loved BoxyCharm for many years. They love me just the way I am. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the product that I did not try. This is the Pores No More Vacuum Cleaner Pore Purifying Mask. I did not feel that I should use this product. I decided I wanted to do it for giveaway because I don't really need a pore purifying mask. But when I first opened it, my instinct was just to give it away. So Cheyenne, who I have already contacted and has contacted me, is going to be the winner of this. I'm going to be mailing this out to her ASAP. Thank you to everybody that entered the giveaway. Many more giveaways to come. I don't usually announce them ahead of time. Very rarely do I announce them. They are usually just randomly pop up in my videos. So that was one of them. So Cheyenne, you're getting this. One thing I did notice in the ingredients is that there is denatured alcohol in this. So I would not recommend using this as a daily product. Hello, Editing Jen here. So as I was watching this in editing, I realized I really didn't do a good job explaining this product. Yes, it does have denatured alcohol in it, which messes with your skin's ability to turn over skin cells. But what I didn't mention is it does include AHAs and BHAs. So it does have glycolic acid, and that really does help to shed the dead skin to renew the skin surface. And it also helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines. It stimulates collagen and elastin production in your skin, and it really is especially good for dry skin. But there's also salicylic acid in there, which is a BHA, and this not only helps with the surface of your skin, but also within your pores. So it's especially good for oily skin, and it can help reduce breakouts. There's also olenolic acid in here, which is an antioxidant. So even though it does have that denatured alcohol in there, which is bad for the skin, it has a lot of really good cell turnover ingredients in there that may help counteract that denatured alcohol. There's two other ingredients that I wanted to mention. One is lavender oil. It is kind of high up on the ingredient list. Some people say that it is a skin sensitizer based on research, but then others say the research showing that it's a skin sensitizer was misinterpreted, so it's up to you. The last time I mentioned this, I did have a couple of people in the comments say that they are sensitive to lavender oil, so just want to let you know that that's in there. Also, there's something in here called methone glycerin acetal, and that's a menthol derivative, so it may give you that cooling effect on your skin. I couldn't find any skin benefits to this ingredient. It's more of that cooling feeling on your skin. I know some people don't like that, so I wanted to mention it. So now I feel like I've done my due diligence in explaining this skincare product. Let's go ahead and get to the rest of the video. And that actually is the recommendation by Dr. Brandt as well. It says you use no more than 2 to 3 times a week for maximum results, and I definitely agree with that. So let's go ahead and move on to the products that I can tell you about, and we're going to talk about what I have on my eyes today, and it's the You Had Me at Hello by ColourPop palette. I was pleasantly surprised by this palette. I have tried a lot of products from ColourPop. I did try their pressed shadows when they first came out in the little rectangular boxes. I kind of like them. Some of the shadows I liked more than others, but I wasn't super duper impressed. This one actually I really like a lot. It reminds me a lot of Morphe shadows. It reminds me a lot of that formula where they're really good. Are they amazing? Are they blowing my mind? No, but the lasting power is really good. Blendability, ease of use is good. I think for the price point, it is very good. And that's in comparison with other eyeshadow palettes at the same price point in the drug drugstore. You've got lots of warm, naturally looking shades in here. Nothing that stands out as me going, wow, it's amazing. No duochromes, nothing super unique, but I am wearing it on my eyes today, and you can see that it does give a beautiful look. There's lots you can do with this palette. You can make it a little deeper with this brown here. You can lighten it up. It's not overwhelmingly light, so I do feel like people of many skin tones will be able to use this. And again, ease of use was very good, and lasting power was good, and I have no complaints about this. I do want to do the thing that I said I was going to do. If you don't know, there's a little controversy surrounding this palette in that they reused the packaging. Originally, this was going to be the Kathleen Lights Lumina palette, and they changed it to the You Had Me at Hello palette. They reused the packaging, and then Kathleen Lights came out with the Dream Street palette instead. But I wanted to peel off the sticker here just to because I just like the idea of having the Kathleen Lights Lumina palette, and it's not, oh, what? Look, it just says You Had Me at Hello there. Let's see, is it deeper? Do I need to dig deeper? I think that it just sheared off. I can't get the sticker off. Oh, it's coming, hold on. There's definitely something gold under there. There's something gold. This is not going to be easy to take off. This is something I feel like I'm gonna need like an X-Acto knife or something to get this off. It is definitely not coming off easily. But there's something under there. You know what, I'm not gonna waste your time with it, but chances are it does say Lumina underneath this, but I think I might just leave it for now. Anticlimactic. Wah, wah, wah. All right, let's move on with our lives. It's really not that important. The shadows are what's important, and I did really like this palette. Another thing I really liked that was a nice surprise for me is the Adesse New York High Definition Liquid Lipstick. This, I believe, is in the shade Haute Cocoa, or Hot Cocoa, however you want to say it. But I had to look up on their website to find the shade. It looks like they only have 2 shades, this one and a red one, at least in my minimal research that I did. I really like this, but this is not a liquid lipstick in the traditional form of liquid lipstick. This is a highly pigmented lip gloss. The scent of it is mildly sweet, almost like a vanilla, ice creamy kind of scent. It smells very nice, but it's not overpoweringly sweet. The texture of it is thick, but not heavy, and it's definitely not sticky. This is probably one of my favorite lip products that I've gotten in a BoxyCharm, like ever. I really like the Ofra liquid lipsticks. We've gotten a few of those in the past, but other than that, I can't remember another lip product from BoxyCharm that I really, really like as much as this. So this was a huge win for me. Very surprised. One that I did not like as much was the Tarte Pro Glow Liquid Highlighter. I am wearing that on my cheek today, and I really think this might be me. It might be operator error. I just feel like it's very difficult to work with. It dries relatively quickly, so you have to work quickly. I made the mistake of tapping it onto my cheek and then looking for my stippling brush, and by the time I got back, it was like dried onto my skin. So just keep that in mind. It dries very quickly, but my complaint about this is just the way that it blends into the skin. I just feel like it more sits on top of the skin rather than blends in. It does have a little bit of a sparkle to it, just a tad bit, which I also don't like because I feel like it accentuates the texture on my skin, which I don't have a lot of texture. So if you do have a lot of texture, I wouldn't recommend this for you. I don't think that you would like it. I mean, that's just my opinion from my personal experience with it. And I didn't really like this. It's in the shade Sparkler, by the way, and it's just not my style. So I will probably pass this on to a friend that I think could use this more than me. And the last thing in this box was the BrowGal by Tanya Crooks, the Instant Tinted Brow Gel with Microfibers. And this is in the shade Brown Hair number 2. I was really nervous about this because when I pulled it out, it looked awfully light for my hair color, but I am wearing it today and I really like this product. I like that the bristles are very short, and I like that it's not very thick because it makes it easier to target where your brows are. The only thing is you definitely need to have some brow hair in order for this to work. It needs something to latch onto. This is not something that I think anyone could use to physically make brows on the skin. You're gonna need some brow hairs, but it does fill in my brows very nicely. It reminds me of the Gimme Brow by Benefit, but I actually think I like this one a little bit better because I do find that the gel inside is a little bit more opaque than the Benefit one. I really like it a lot. I'm very much enjoying it. I was surprised because I've tried products by the BrowGal before and I haven't really liked them very much. So the fact that this one was impressive to me was a shock. So overall, do I think this box box was worth $21? Absolutely, I definitely do. The only product in here that I didn't care for, which was one I thought I was going to like, was the Tarte Pro Glow highlighter. I really liked everything else. Of course, I wouldn't have purchased the vacuum cleaner. I do feel like this one is quite a bit overpriced at $24 is the retail. I would pay $18 for this. I feel like it would have its place on a shelf in Sephora for a reasonable price, but I don't think it's up there with the luxury lip products. The BrowGal at $22, it's borderline. It's kind of borderline. $22 would be a stretch. I'd have to be in a mood to buy this at $22, but again, very happy to get it in BoxyCharm. And then the You Had Me at Hello palette, the retail price on this is $18. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely pay $18 for this. If you go to the drugstore and you look and see the eyeshadow palettes that are available at the $12, $15 price range, they're not nearly as high quality as this. And yeah, definitely okay with $18 here with this one. So now that we've talked about the April BoxyCharm, let's go ahead and go into the May BoxyCharm, which is what I will be reviewing before I leave at the end of June. More info on me leaving at the end of June in a future video. Dun, 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 dun. Bittersweet, bittersweet. All right, so this is how it came. This is interesting. This is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I do like Cover FX primers. I do find them to be overpriced for what they are because they are really expensive retail price. Yeah, $38 I think is insane for a primer unless it really, really works for you. But very thankful to see this in BoxyCharm. I've had great luck with Cover FX primers in the past. This is interesting. It's a collaboration with BoxyCharm with the brand Beauty Creations. I've had bad luck with Beauty Creations in the past, so I'm really hoping that this one comes through for me. It's a long wear matte lip gloss, which is kind of weird. I'm going to swatch this on my hand and see what happens here because a gloss by nature is not matte. It's like the opposite of matte. So I'm curious to see if this is a liquid lipstick. Where the other one said that it was a liquid lipstick and it was more of a gloss, I'm thinking this one's going to be more of a liquid lipstick. We will see. It has a fruity scent. Oh, did I get on my nose? It is a color that I would definitely consider wearing. I think that it would look nice on me, so I'm looking forward to trying this out. We've got a lot of brushes by Aesthetica. I'm going to try to block out the fact that this looks exactly like the first Morphe brush that I bought that I hated. It's very weird that I think that it was the way that it was packed, it has now made it a little crooked, which is a little bit weird. But we will try it. We will try it. And there's also this little eye brush set. There's 3 brushes in here. This one is a brow brush. This one feels very synthetic. There's also a liner brush in here, just a little skinny liner brush that's also very, well, it was crooked. I just fixed it. I just kind of released the Kraken and, you know, made it a little bit straighter because it was very stiff, but now it seems softer now that I went to it. And then a brow spoolie. I can imagine the conversation with BoxyCharm and Aesthetica. Okay, we've got an eye brush set for you. Well, what's your eye brush set look like? It's a spoolie, a brow brush, and a liner brush. I think we're gonna have to give people something else because that's not gonna fly. Okay, how about if we give them a face brush? Sounds great. Like, I can just imagine that conversation happening because I definitely think people would have been disappointed just with this, but I think with this in there, it makes it more BoxyCharm-like, meaning that it seems like it's a better value for what you're getting. So we will see. I can see the logic. It's all coming together now. It's all coming together. I can see why they wanted to include this because they've also included this pretty vulgar gel eyeliner. I remember when this came out, it reminded me a lot of the Tarte one that had come out where they had like a feather brush that went with it. And it was reminiscent of that and also of the one by Storybook Cosmetics. So let me kind of dig in here. I don't like that I have to dig so far in here. That's kind of weird. I'm glad they included the brush because not everybody's going to have a brush to apply this. It is going on very patchy, but I might just not have enough product on it. This is not, I really don't like how deep it is in there. I mean, I have to dig all the way down inside to get to the product. And I don't like that at all. But I'm gonna have to try different brushes as well because this one is kind of flopping around on my skin, so it's making it a little harder to draw a straight line. So I'll have to play with this and I'll let you know. There is one more thing in here, and this is by Pure, and this is the Sculptor palette. I'm a little nervous to see what's inside here because they had given us like a face sculpting palette before and had like a neon orange blush and a highlighter and like a reddish brown bronzer thing in there. So I'm nervous. I'm hoping that this is good. This was that product. I actually have it right here. This is what it looked like. See, it's got like the same kind of, I don't know, ripply business going on there, but I was not a fan of this product at all. Correct that. I did like the highlighter, but that was all I liked in it. I can't get it open. What is happening? All right, the tape kind of ripped the packaging a little bit. That might have been me being impatient. Oh my gosh, there's tape on the other side too. Really? Is that necessary? It's not necessary. It's not. All I'm doing is damaging the packaging. Let us see. You've probably already seen it, but let's see. Oh, well that looks nice. That looks nice. That might work. And I would imagine that would work for a lot of skin tones. Of course, not every skin tone, but a lot of skin tones. Ooh, it feels very soft too. I'm surprised. Because usually Pure products, they don't have, they're not usually very soft. They usually feel kind of powdery to me. There's the eyeliner, by the way. It's already smudging a little bit. And there's the matte lip gloss. It's definitely a liquid lipstick. But yeah, I mean, that looks nice. We'll have to try it. We'll try it. So final thoughts on the May box. Am I excited about this box? No, I am not excited about it. Am I completely disappointed? No. I'm excited about the Cover FX primer, but other than that, that's kind of the only thing that I'm really interested in this box overall. Maybe the liquid lipstick. This seems like it's going to be difficult to use. I don't have super high hopes for the brushes, but we'll try. And the palettes, I'm interested. Am I excited? No. Am I interested? Yes. That's where I'm falling with this. So we will see in June. We will see. If you do get BoxyCharm, or if you don't get BoxyCharm, I'd love to know your thoughts about these products in the comments down below so we can all learn from you in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. Thank you again so much for spending time with me. Mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!